the useless news.
Useless news.
Right here on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Venkman reporting.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Venkman. This is the Useless News, heard only on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Tonight, an Otago Dental Hospital has apologized to a woman who had part of her jaw removed after being wrongly diagnosed with mouth cancer. Now, I don't know about you, this would make me slightly upset. The misdiagnosis happened after a laboratory worker at the dental office, part of the University of Otago Dental Hospital, dropped 2 samples on the floor and mixed them up, according to the Daily Times. As a result, the 63-year-old patient was wrongly diagnosed with cancer and had the right side of her upper jaw removed.
Oh, no.
An area on the woman's lower leg where the...
Chew on that.
An area on the woman's lower leg where bone and blood vessels were taken to reconstruct her jaw later became infected, and now she has trouble walking. I want to know when she was in there for the first place. There's like a root canal? Ugh.
How does she have trouble walking?
Because they took a chunk out of her leg to rebuild her jaw.
Bone and flesh.
Yes.
So now she can't even walk to the fridge and have a snack.
She says, I can't for the life of me... Well, actually, it probably sounded like, I can't for the life of me. Can't for the life of me understand how you can get tissue samples mixed up. I mean, I can see that, though, right? I mean,
No,
you can see how you have a mix-up.
If they were closed and they fell on the ground, how did they...
They were probably closed, but not labeled, right?
Not labeled,
Yeah.
but
They're
you
like,
said they
this
were...
one, I'm
Just
sure
have
that's Miss Johnson's.
It's a tray of tissue samples.
Yeah.
From
It's a
all
tray.
sorts of people.
Yeah.
I know, but wouldn't you be...
Good
I
thing
would
that
be
she didn't
freaked
have
out.
colorectal cancer.
Oh, jeez. I would be freaked out if I
Man,
was
that would be a
lady
pain in the ass.
that dropped it on the ground, because I would automatically assume we should probably get some more samples.
Yeah. Anytime you drop it on the floor, you're like, you know what?
Where did this get cat hair?
If there's any questions, of course, the dentist, the doctor, the dean was astonished and horrified by these lab mix-ups.
That's, of course, what he said after the surgery.
It's crazy what happened. The university has apologized to the patient. Well, I'm sure that's enough.
But
Probably
is she
won't be any lawsuit involved.
Suing? Did they say if there was a lawsuit?
They said, we've taken this very seriously and have already taken appropriate measures to minimize the likelihood of such incidents occurring again. So he doesn't even go out there saying, this will never happen again. He's like, well, we're going to start labeling stuff.
With a label gun.
I got a new label maker at the Office Depot.
I went to Walmart, got me some colored labels.
Oh, I got the colored ones, too.
Red means you got
You just wrap it around
cancer.
there.
Green means
They're
you have...
color-coded. Red, cancer.
Green,
Blue?
Whatever she had. I don't know what it was, but...
Blue, cyst. Green means a clean bill of health.
Yellow means you're ready to go home.
The patient was contacted very soon after the incident was discovered and offered a full apology. So wait a minute. The lady got home, a chunk of her leg is missing and her upper jaw, and she's thinking, oh man, this was one hell of a cleaning I just went through. Like, I want to know what her original problem was.
She probably just went for a yearly checkup and needed to get her teeth cleaned.
The case is being investigated by the Health and Disability Commissioner, and the patient has consulted a lawyer about compensation. Hello. The patient was one of 6. Oh, God. One of 6 who had been affected by errors made in pathology laboratories.
By the same company?
Same company. This was one hell of a spill, apparently. They just mopped it up, and I think this one goes, oh, gosh, I don't know.
What an idiot.
In May, it was reported that a woman had a breast removed after being wrongly diagnosed with cancer by the Southern Community Laboratories. A woman's results were switched with another woman who was later told she had cancer when the botch-up was identified. So, ugh.
Now that would be horrible.
At least it wasn't the lower jaw, because how in the hell would you fold a towel?
Oh my God.
Or hold a phone.
That would be horrible if you went in and someone told you had breast cancer and turns out it wasn't you, it was the other person.
They're like, I'm sorry, it's throat cancer. Like, oh, okay, I guess that's better.
No, that's not better.
No, that's not better at all.
Silly.
Greenville, North Carolina, a Pitt County man charged with murder says that his girlfriend set fire to herself and then shot herself in the head.
How did she do that?
The Greenville Daily Reflector reports that the state investigators testified in Superior Court on Thursday that the charred remains of 51-year-old Teresa Durr contained gasoline. Her body was found in 2009 behind a home she shared with her 57-year-old fiancé, Clinton Ridenour of North Greenville. A sheriff's detective says a red gasoline can was found on the couple's front porch swing. Ridenour is charged with first-degree murder and faces life in prison without parole if he is convicted, but he maintains his innocence, says she set herself on fire and then shot herself in the head. What do you think?
Are you sure she didn't shoot herself in the head and then set herself on fire?
It's definitely a possibility. I'm thinking, because some people,
I mean, it would make sense.
especially in India, they set themselves on fire as a form of trying to kill yourself, right?
Protest.
As a form
Wait
of
a minute.
protest.
How
Or
could she shoot herself in the head and then set herself on fire?
Okay,
I
now-
mean,
that
I
was-
haven't been shot in the head too many times in my day. I think I would just be dead.
that was a joke. I'm pretty sure. Ross McGinnis.
She did it at the same time. She lit the match and shot herself in the head, and when she went limp, dropped the match on herself. There you go.
There we go.
There's no way.
Okay. Here's another for instance. If we're just
Especially
believing
if
that
she
this is actually
shot
this actually
herself in the
happened.
head from like 8 feet away.
No. and then she lit herself on fire, shot herself in the head, and then threw the gun.
I mean, of course, they would find gasoline on her. I mean, if you just try to like take a match and light yourself on fire,
Yeah.
it doesn't. You burn your hand and let go of the match because it's hot.
Sounds painful. Or what happened is that she decided she was going to commit suicide by setting herself on fire, which is a very popular thing to do. Not so much in America, but it is a popular. People try to do that, right?
But she's in America, right?
She's in America. This is a North Carolina. So maybe she tried to set herself on fire, but if it was too painful, she's like, crap. This really, really hurts to set yourself on fire. So she had the gun on standby, and she's like, oh, man, this does burn like the dickens.
All right. Honestly,
Shoot myself in the
I
face.
don't think you have time to think if you're setting yourself on fire.
Oh, you probably more time than you think.
I
Now,
don't
that
think
explains
so.
why the gas can was on the front porch and she was found behind the house.
Because she had time to take it back around to the front.
I don't know.
She did it on the front porch. It was burning. She was running around screaming, ah! Found the gun at the back and then shot herself.
I don't know. Says that she would have been charged, the North Carolina police would have charged her anyway because she was waving a firearm.
Literally, a gun and her arm was on fire.
Did you make that up? Did you make that up?
I did.
Yes.
But that's like a stupid joke that my dad would say. In honor of Father's Day, I'm going to have a couple of stupid dad jokes. And lastly, this was posted up on our Facebook account. U.S. police are investigating after a real-life cleaning fairy broke into a home to do some housework. The woman broke into a house in Ohio, did some light cleaning, and then left a bill for $75. She broke into the house while the owners were out, but their teenage daughter was asleep upstairs. The woman took out the trash, vacuumed the carpet, and cleaned up the living room. She said, the homeowner said, I think our jaws just dropped to the ground. There were some coffee mugs that my husband had out, but she'd washed them all. She wrote on a napkin and left a note on the table saying, $75, I was here to clean, and left her name and number. Assuming that she'd got the wrong house, Miss Bush gave the woman a call. I said, what happened? Did you get the wrong house? She said, no, I do this all the time. That's what she does for a living. She cleans.
And she just breaks into people's homes to clean them?
The lady said $75. I would have thought maybe $15. My name is Vankman. That is the Useless News on the Big Dumb Fun Show. Submit your own crap to the show, uselessnews@bigdumbfunshow.com or facebook.com/theuselessnews.